relief for Sadhguru in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court dismisses plea against Isha Foundation. The plea claiming women were held captive against their wish, were confined inside the Isha Foundation. This was a case against them by two girls' father, who claimed that his two daughters were brainwashed and kept inside the Isha Foundation, to which the CJI now says cannot malign an institution based on one plea. The Supreme Court giving big relief there for Sadhguru and Isha Foundation, as the Supreme Court, first of all, the CJI himself established conversation with those two girls, the two sisters who are still living at the Isha Foundation, and it was quite clear that they were living out of their own free will. The girls have testified before the CJI itself. Now, owing to that testimony and closely looking into this case, the CJI now saying just based on one plea, one can't really malign an institution. The Isha Foundation, run by Sadhguru, big relief for them as the Supreme Court now dismisses that plea against Isha Foundation. Let me quickly cut across to our correspondent Kanu Sharda for more on that. Kanu, please tell us more on what the court has said with regards to this plea that accused Isha Foundation of trying to brainwash people and confine them, particularly pertaining to two girls.
Yes, Navina, the Madras High Court had on the habeas corpus petition filed by the father of the two girls, who are aged 39 and 42 years, saying that the daughters are brainwashed by Isha Foundation, and they have leveled to the fact that they are fasting on to death in the ashram. So contending everything and noting down the conversation that the Chief Justice of India had with both these girls on the previous day, the Supreme Court today, finally closed down the habeas corpus petition against the Isha Yoga Foundation, Coimbatore. But the Supreme Court has also, asked the state government to make note of the fact that whatever problems that Isha Foundation is facing because of not having an internal committee or the POSH committee as such, or seeking a permission of having a crematorium inside the premises. These are all the allegations, that the Coimbatore police in its affidavit filed in the top court has said. So the Supreme Court has given liberty to the state to proceed ahead on the basis of the violations, if any, on the Isha Foundation. But for now, huge relief for the Isha Foundation from the Supreme Court when the habeas corpus petition alleging that those two girls were held captive and brainwashed in the ashram has been dismissed by the top court. So Supreme Court has asked the state government to proceed ahead about any violations in the as regards to the Isha Foundation so far.
Okay, so the other cases that the Tamil Nadu government was pursuing, they are allowed to pursue. Is that what the Supreme Court means? With this regard, when it comes to the two girls accused of being brainwashed and confined, that petition has been quashed, and that's closed now. But a few other cases that looms on the Isha Foundation, that can still be probed. Is that what the Supreme Court has said?
Has said that if any violations or any, because the Coimbatore police had numbered 15 such cases against Isha Foundation, and itself said that the 14 of them are already closed and there's just one case pending, and also mentioned a POXO case, and also mentioned that there is a crematorium which is being operated inside the ashram itself. So state government has contended in its status report that you cannot have a crematorium without seeking state government permission. So these are all kind of lapses which were found by the Coimbatore police when they went inside the ashram for 2 days after the Madras High Court had directed them to do so. So the detailed report was submitted to the Supreme Court, and whatever the lapses that the Coimbatore police have found happening inside the ashram, the state will be now open to proceed ahead accordance with law. But as far as the allegations of the father of these two girls are concerned, the case stands closed for now, and the state has been given liberty to take action as per the law of the land.
All right. But certainly, out of the 15 cases, 14 has already been closed. It appears that the Supreme Court now closing this very petition that accused Isha Foundation of brainwashing 2 girls and keeping them in confinement. Now, we know the Supreme Court has been looking into this case closely, where they also interacted with the 2 girls, the 2 sisters, who claimed in their testimony and spoke to the CJI also, we believe, assuring them that they were in Isha Foundation out of their own free will, and the allegations made by their own father did not stand good. Thanks very much, Kanu, for joining us. Certainly a relief now for Isha Foundation and Sadhguru.